Bacteria, fungi, virus, nematode, viroid, oomycetes, and phytoplasma. These are the things that we will discuss in this episode. Ito yung component ng plant pathology under the crop protection section sa inyong licensure exam or subject, I should say. Hello and welcome to another episode. If you are new here, I am Josh, and my mission here in Yabong Pilipinas is to democratize access to agricultural education. Ang meaning lamang nun is gagawin natin mas accessible sa social media yung mga coverage for the licensure exam by providing you with complete, high-quality, well-researched na mga review sessions and episodes here in Yabong Pilipinas. So as of now, I am February 2026, I am posting every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you have your friends, classmates that you want to pass the licensure exam with, kindly share this video to them para sabay kayong pumasa at maging registered agriculturist sa dulo ng taon na ito. Ayan. So, wow, ayan. All right. So for this episode, we will talk about plant pathology. So, to start, number your papers from 1 to 25. You can pause the video. Every question, ganun na kapag pwede nyo i-pause yung video. Okay, let us start with defining what is plant disease diagnosis. So yung plant disease diagnosis, this is defined as the identification of diseases based on symptoms and signs. Now, what is the difference between symptom and signs? Kapag sinabi nating symptom, ang keyword dyan na hanapin nyo, I remember this na lumabas to sa licensure. I don't know if it's for crop science or crop protection, pero symptom, ang keyword lang dyan is manifestation or expression of a plant as a result of a disease. Kapag nakita yung manifestation or expression, tapos may anong disease, so yun ay symptom. Ayun. So it may include a detectable change in color, shape, or function of the plant as it responds to the pathogen. Ayun. So for example, kita nyo na tong mga yellowing, yung mga yan. So those are types of symptoms. Okay, now, ano naman ang sign? So ang sign naman, these are pathogen or a part of a pathogen found associated on a host plant. So for example na ito, yung mga white na parang powder-ish. Ayan, so yung mga yan ay sign na meron siyang, for example ito, Photosphaera spp. Kunwari, ito pang nasa baba, this is corn smut. So itong black, yung mga fungal black na fruiting bodies na yan. So this is caused by Ustilagomyces, corn smut. So ayan yung mga sign na merong pathogen or nai-infect na yung ating mga halaman. By the way, meron akong another series on this. Somehow, mas detailed and mas broad na explanation when it comes to plant pathology. I will just link that video here. Ayun yung ginawa kong video in partnership with Omaha Gardener, which is the educational partner of Yabong Pilipinas from the US. So, ayan. Okay, so symptoms, we have local symptoms, we have systemic symptoms. Ano lang yan? Madaling tandaan, local, limited lang na area, systemic, mas marami or nakikita sa buong halaman. So local symptoms, example, galls, spots, cankers. Sa systemic symptoms naman, we have dwarfing, sa buong halaman na siya nakikita, wilting kapag nalalanta na yung buong halaman, yellowing even. So those are systemic symptoms. Local, limited, systemic, greater part. Okay, let us start with some questions. Number 1, which among these is not an abiotic or non-parasitic plant disease? A, blossom end rot of tomato due to lack of calcium. B, sun scald of tomato due to high sunlight intensity. C, bacterial wilt of tomato. D. Black heart of potato due to lack of oxygen. So ang question ay nagtatanong ng hindi daw abiotic. So alin dyan? The answer is bacterial wilt of tomato. So yung mga iba, these are caused by, for example, this one, nutrients, lack of calcium, high intensity. So these are external and abiotic factors. So we also have lack of oxygen here. So yung mga yan ay abiotic factor. Ang bacteria, since siya ay isang biotic factor, isang pest, isang pathogen, siya ay biotic disease. Okay, so diseases, these are abnormal change in structure or function manifested in the form of symptoms. Ayan. So we have biotic disease caused by pathogens and abiotic disease caused by environmental stresses, nutritional deficiencies, excesses then, and phytotoxic chemicals. So we have, I think I will create a deeper video on this, yung sa abiotic disease. Pero sa biotic disease, this will be this video. Okay, number 2. All of the following are infectious plant diseases except A. Tungro, B. Mosaic, C. Nutrient deficiency, D. Bacterial wilt. The answer here is C. Nutrient deficiency. Again, yung tatlo ay pathogens. Okay, let us start with bacteria. Number 3. Which bacterial surface appendage is responsible for motility? A. Fimbriae, B. Pili or pili, C. Cilia, D. Flagella. Okay, the answer here is flagella. So this is the parts ng bacteria. So ano naman to? Like super duper like high school? Yes, high school na knowledge siya, high school na pinag-aaralan. So we have here yung flagella, tas yung pili and fimbriae. So yung flagella siya to, itong mahaba na to. Flagella is plural lang, flagellum singular. So, ito yung ginagamit for bacterial motility or yung pag-move ng ating bacteria towards other places, yung para mas kumalat sila and everything. Pili and fimbriae naman are for attachment and conjugation. Ayun. Tapos yung cilia na nandito sa choices, wala siya, walang true cilia ang mga bacteria. So, ayun. I remembered na meron talaga mga super duper common na science knowledge, even like basic, for example, genetics, parts of the cell, may mga ganun pang lumalabas. So, maybe I will also create another video on that, pero i-focus muna natin yung mga heavy agriculture talaga. Ayun. So, familiarize yourself with these structures. Number 4. Which bacterial pathogen causes bacterial leaf blight, a major disease of rice in the Philippines? A. Pseudomonas oryzae PV oryzae, B. Pseudomonas syringae, C. Ralstonia solanacearum, D. Erwinia amylovora. The answer here is Pseudomonas oryzae PV oryzae. So, ayun. Meron ako, I think ipapakita ko mamaya yung mga different like common pathogens in the Philippines. Next. Which of the following are filamentous bacteria? A. Clostridium, B. Streptomyces, C. Bacillus, or letter D. Erwinia. Okay, the answer here is B. Streptomyces. So, yung tatlo, yung Clostridium, Bacillus, and Erwinia, those are rod-shaped. Yung Streptomyces, filamentus. Ito yung kanilang itsura. Kapag rod-shaped, para siyang pill. Para siyang, ang tawag dito, gamot, ganun. Ano pang ganyan? Basta parang oblong, ganyan. Tapos ang filamentus, ayan, pakalat siya. So, ayan ang streptomyces. Ito yung iba. Bacillus, Erwinia, and Clostridium. Okay, number 6. A farmer in Mindanao reports wilting of tomato plants with brown discoloration in the vascular tissues. Which bacterial pathogen is most likely responsible? A. Xanthomonas campestris PV campestris. B. Ralstonia sileniceum. C. Clavibacter michiganensis. D. Pseudomonas fluorescens. Ang mga keyword dyan, wilting, bacteria, yung mga yan. So pag na kuha nyo yung dalawang keywords na yun sa question, the answer that doon ay Ralstonia solanacearum, which is the causal pathogen for bacterial wilt of tomato. Ayun yung key terms dyan. Wilting, ito tinuturo sa monitor. Wilting, tomato, and bacteria. So bacterial wilt of tomato caused by Ralstonia solanacearum. Ayan ang kanyang itsura. Ang bacterial wilt, it is a systemic na symptom kasi siya ay naapektuhan na niya yung buong halaman. Nag-ayos ng buhok. Wait lang. Alright. Okay na yan. Hindi ko na ikakat yun. Number 7. A root crop like taro develops soft, watery, foul smell rot under warm, humid storage conditions. Which bacterial pathogen is most likely the culprit? A. Pectobacterium carotivorum. B. Xanthomonas translucens. C. Agrobacterium tumefaciens. D. Pseudomonas syringae. So dito, soft and rot. Ang answer dyan is Pectobacterium carotivorum, which is the causal pathogen for soft rot. Yun, soft rot of vegetables or kung ano mga crops. Ayan, soft rot of vegetables, Pectobacterium carotivorum. Ayan yung karaniwan natin nakikita sa carrots, cabbage. Yan. Okay, here are some other diseases na bacterial disease. We have here citrus canker caused by Xanthomonas saxonopodis PVC3. So yan, kapag tandaan nyo lang na ang Xanthomonas ay isang bacteria. So it can help you in a lot of questions kung gano'n yung lalabas. Ano daw? It can help you with a lot of questions. Ayan, so kaya ko sinasabi na it can help you with a lot of questions kasi maraming Xanthomonas. Kapag alam mo yung Xanthomonas, alam mo na agad na okay, bacteria to. So we have here cassava, bacterial blight, Xanthomonas saxonopodis PV manihotis. So yan, kaya siya manihotis kasi ang scientific name ng cassava ay Manihot esculenta. We also have here bacterial blight of Anthurium. Ayan, PV Dieffenbachiae. And I think this is also a part of the scientific name ng Anthurium. We also have bacterial leaf streak of rice, Oryzicola, Xanthomonas oryzae PV Oryzicola, bacterial leaf streak. And ang bacterial leaf blight ay Xanthomonas oryzae PV oryzae. So, yung mga yan, Xanthomonas sila. Okay, so ito yung kanina pinakita ko. We have bacterial wilt of solanaceous crops. So yan, it can also infest other crops such as pepper, even tobacco, I guess. May mga reports sa US na yung mga tobacco pwede na magkaroon ng bacterial wilt. Okay, now, let's move on to fungi. Number 8. What plant disease devastated Ceylon or Sri Lanka coffee plantations and changed global coffee habits? A. Coffee leaf spot disease. B. Coffee swollen shoot disease. C. White stripe disease. D. Coffee rust disease. So tandaan nyo to kasi meron portion sa crop protection na parang history. Kaya inilagay-lagay ko na lang din tong mga to dito. The answer here is letter D, which is coffee rust disease. Ayan. So, ang coffee rust disease, it is caused by Himalaya vastatrix. So, ito, yung, ang nangyari, na in-infest ng coffee rust, yung mga plantations ng coffee in Sri Lanka ngayon, Ceylon siya dati. So, ang nangyari, nagkaroon ng shift from drinking coffee to drinking tea. Ayun. So, Hemileia vastatrix. In what province is Sigatoka disease most prevalent? A. Davao Oriental, B. Leyte, C. Ilocos Sur, D. Mindoro. So the answer here is Davao Oriental. So this is also the importance of solidifying lahat ng mga knowledge nyo sa crop science, etc. and other subjects. Kasi kapag alam mo na ang Davao ay one of the top producing countries tuloy, top producing provinces ng banana here in the Philippines, madali na lang siyang sagutin. Ayan. So, yung mga banana plantations natin, they are usually in Mindanao. And ayun, dahil marami doon yung banana, mas naapektuhan sila ng sigatoka, leaf spot disease, or sigatoka. Okay, number 10. Plant disease causing illness, death in humans and livestock by fungus in cereals, producing sclerotia with alkaloids is A. Aflatoxin, B. Moco, C. Ergot, and D. Mariote. So the answer here is ergot. So dati naging siyang parang panlason, ganon. So yung ergot, it infects cereals. Ito yung ergot of rye. Rye ito. Yan. So yung ergot na yan, nagpo-produce siya ng toxic alkaloids na harmful for humans. Number 11, the decay of seeds in the soil before emergence is called A. Seed rot, B. Damping off, C. Seed decay, D. Fruit rot. So the answer here is seed rot. So pre-emergence seed infection leads to seed rot. So ibig sabihin nun, hindi pa siya hindi pa siya umaangat sa lupa, or for example, binasa mo pa lang tas na-rot na siya. Seed rot yun. Ang damping off, ang full neto na di, name ng disease ay damping off of seedlings. So, ibig sabihin nun, malaki na siya. So, after germination. Okay. A plant disease that appears as black, sunken leaf, stem, or fruit lesions caused by fungus is called A. Blotch, B. Anthracnose, C. Blight, D. Canker. So the answer here is letter B, anthracnose. So this is the disease na nakikita natin sa mango, yung kapag nagkakaroon ng black spots. So ayun siya, anthracnose disease caused by Coledotricum diosporiodes. Ayan. Sa mango, yung diosporiodes, here we have banana anthracnose, Coledotricum musa A. And you guessed it right, kaya siya musa A kasi musa ang banana, ang kanyang genus. Okay, here are some of the other diseases for fungi. We have here fruitlet rot of jackfruit caused by rhizopus or Coanephora. Ayan. So fruitlet rot of jackfruit. We also have, ito na yung kanina, coffee rust, Himalaya vastatrix. This is banana freckle, Phylosticta musarum. We also have corn rust, Posinia sorgi. Ito yung black sigatoka of banana, Mycosphaerella fijiensis. Ito, peanut leaf spot, Cercospora. I'm gonna like create an activity. Siguro na pwede nyo gawin below. Kasi pinapagawa ko yon. Ito ay isang malaking game kapag nagtuturo ako ng crop protection, nagpapalaro ako ng ganito. Na parang magsusort sila ng mga diseases. So, maglilista ako ng mga disease dyan sa baba ng scientific names. Tapos, isort nyo na lang sila. We also have peanut rust, Pusinia arachidis. So, may mga nakikita na kayo na pare-parehas na genus, no? So, it means, kapag narinig nyo na itong mga to, ibig sabihin, fungi to. Kasi ang pinakamarami lang naman when it comes to, sa memorization of plant pathology is fungi. Ayun. So, fungi, yung bacteria, parang most of it, Xanthomonas. So, medyo madali na rin silang i-memorize. Sa fungi, iba-iba. May Cercospora, Puccinia, Mycosphaerelia. So, marami kayong kailangang i-familiarize yung sarili nyo. Pero may mga pare-parehas naman. For example, ito, Puccinia, Arachidis. So, ito ay, kaya siya Arachidis kasi ang scientific name ng peanut ay Arachis hypogea. Ayun. So next we have here corn smut. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina sa sa sign and symptom. So ito ay isang example ng sign. Kapag may nakita kayong mga ganyang fruiting bodies, yan. So ayan ay sign na merong corn smut or caused by Ustilago mites. We also have here Cercospora. Ayan. So ito na sinasabi ko kanina. Meron tayong Cercospora Coffee Cola, meron ding Cercospora sa peanut, I believe. Ito, mung bean. Meron din ito sa okra naman. Tapos ito, powdery mildew of okra. Yung mga mold, mga leaf spot, most of them ay fungi ang nagkukos. We also have here rice blast caused by Pyricularia grisea. Ngayon ang kanya itsura. Ito, Curvularia leaf spot of corn. Yung may mga ganyan parang spots. We have here Rhizoctonia solani, rice or corn sheet blight. Ayun. So, now let's go to virus. Oh, hindi ko siya na ano. Viruses are infectious particles attacking bacteria and plants. How can one see viruses? A, hand lens. B, compound microscope. C, binocular microscope. D, electron microscope. The answer here is electron microscope. Ayan. So viruses are submicroscopic even and cannot be seen even with the compound microscope. So ang mga makaka-visualize lang sa viruses ay yung electron microscope. Only one of the following is not a viral disease of rice but a fungal disease. Alin dyan? So ang isa sa mga sa mga dito, signs, hindi signs. Isa sa mga clues nyo, kapag viral disease, most of them, systemic yung symptoms. I mean, systemic yung symptom niya. So, ibig sabihin nun, buong plant ay naapektuhan talaga. So, the answer here is rice blast kasi is not. Ito, stunt, ibig sabihin, lumiit, dwarf, lumiit din. Yun. Tungro, alam natin na rice, tungro of rice. Yan. Ano daw? Rice tungro, virus. Tungro disease of rice is caused by, the obvious answer here is virus. Ayan yung kanyang itsura. Rice tungro bacilliform virus or rice tungro spherical virus. Ayan. So kung makikita nyo, sobrang halata sa field kapag merong rice tungro, nag-yellow na halos lahat ng mga rice plants. Okay, other viral diseases. We have here, ang mga virus pala, wala silang like super duper scientific name. Ganyan lang sila tinatawag. Example, we have here tomato yellow leaf curl. So as is. We also have here papaya ring spot virus. We have here banana bunchy top virus. So ito na yung pagliit ng banana. Ayun, so that's it for virus. Ayun lang yung ilan sa mga meron ding tobacco mosaic virus. I don't know if nasabi ko ba siya kanina. Basta meron tomato mosaic virus, yung mga yan. Nematode. So most deaths in banana plantations worldwide were due to the fumigant DBCP, which was used in controlling A, nematodes, B, bacteria, C, insects, D, viruses. The answer here is nematodes. So yung DBCP or dibromochloropropane, it was a nematicide na link sa serious health risk, especially in banana plantations. So ayan. I think heavily controlled na yan DBCP. What is the simplest and most commonly used method of nematode extraction from soil? A. Sieving method. B. Behrman funnel method. C. Elytration method. D. Centrifugal flotation method. So ito lang din yung isa sa mga term na kailangan tandaan for nematodes. The answer here is Behrman funnel method. So ito ang kanyang itsura. Ayan. Kuha ka lang ng soil sample. Yung soil sample, ilalagay mo dito sa parang net. Then, ano mo siya, ilulubog mo siyang ganyan. Then, ang idea niya is bababa yung mga nematodes. Tapos, meron kang parang ganito. Sa baba, merong, para tong may clip yan eh. Tapos, ang idea is yung mga nematodes, pupunta sila sa baba. Tapos, pwede mo silang kinabukasan after 24 hours. Kuha ka ng sample dyan. Then, ang, ang mangyayari, dito sa water na to na nasa baba, nandyan na yung mga nematodes. So, ang isa sa mga agriculturally significant na nematode is Meloidogne, SPP, or yung nagkakos ng root knot disease. Okay, now let's go to viroid. Which plant disease in the Philippines is caused by a viroid? A. Banana bunchy top. B. Kadang-kadang of coconut. C. Witch's broom of lanzones. D. Downy mildew of corn. The answer here is kadang-kadang of coconut. Which statement correctly distinguishes viroids such as coconut kadang-kadang viroid from viruses? A. Viroids have both DNA and protein coat. B. Viroids are small RNA molecules without protein coat. C. Viroids reproduce by binary fission. D. Viroids infect animals only. So the answer here is B. Viroids are small RNA molecules without protein coat. So ayan ang definition o yung structure ng viroids. Okay, now let's go to oomycetes or fungal, ito yung FLO, fungal-like oomycetes. Which of the following best describes the pathogen group that causes downy mildew in corn? A major problem in Philippine agriculture. A. Through fungi. B. Oomycetes. C. Viruses. D. Bacteria. The answer here is oomycetes. A corn farmer in Isabela observed systemic chlorosis, stunted plants, and downy growth under the leaf surface. Laboratory results confirm infection by Peronosclerospora philippinensis. What is the most recommended control measure? A. Seed treatment with metalaxyl before planting. B. Application of antibiotics during early growth. C. Spraying insecticides against leaf hoppers. D. Burning of crop residues only. So here, look for the best answer. The answer is letter A. Seed treatment with metalaxyl before planting. So yung metalaxyl, it is a systemic fungicide. So kumbaga, ito yung reason kung ba't yung mga seeds natin red. So ayun yung metalaxyl. So yun, meron siyang fungicide, tas nadadala ng halaman yon hanggang paglaki niya, yung parang resistance. Kumbaga para siyang vaccine-ish ng plants. Yeah, so that's how downy mildew look like. Okay, other disease. We have Pythium, SPP, damping off of seedlings. Ayan. Okay, and lastly, we have phytoplasma. So, the witch's broom disease in Lanzones is caused by which type of pathogen? A. Fungus. B. Viroid. C. Phytoplasma. D. Oomycete. The answer is, obviously, it is phytoplasma. So, this is another example of it. We have cassava witch's broom, yan, caused by Candidatus na phytoplasma. So, ganyan yung kanya itsura. Yan, kaya siya witch's broom. Number 23, which of the following can be causal organisms of a plant disease? A. Fungi. B. Nematode. C. Bacteria. D. All of the above. The answer here is letter D. All of the above. Which among the following is not a plant disease? A. Wilt. B. Gall. C. Rot. D. Plague. The answer here is plague. Ayan. So these are plant diseases as we've discussed kanina. We have wilt, yung gall, yung rot. Pero yung plague, they are caused by black rats in the 14th century. Yan, plague. And lastly, the regulation and monitoring of pesticides such as DBCP used in banana plantations in Davao falls under the responsibility of A. Bureau of Customs, B. Bureau of Plant Industry, C. Fertilizer and Pesticide Authority, or letter D. Department of Agriculture. The answer here is letter C. Fertilizer and Pesticide Authority. And that's it for plant pathology. I hope that you have learned something in this video. And if you learned something, can you please subscribe, like, and click the notification bell para ma-notify kayo whenever I post contents about the licensure exam. And if you have friends na gusto nyo pumasa ng licensure exam with you, kindly forward this video or share this video with them para parehas kayong maging registered agriculturist by the end of the year. Again, thank you very much for listening. See you in the next episode. Bye.